Woohoo! What's up, guys? Robbie Nina on a Jake raid, huh? Wow. Jake's raiding us. What about that? Yeah, seeing if I figure I'll go ahead and hit start then. If that's what's going on. What's up, guys? Welcome in. Pile on in here. I'll give you guys a second. How's everybody doing today? Get this set up real quick. Yep, here we go. All swapped out, all ready to go. I think we're good. I think we're good to go. Anything good going on? I just checked Mod Hub. There was a couple things that came out today. Quickly peek around. Hey, Neil's Farming and Gaming. Appreciate the subscribe, man. Good evening. How you doing, buddy? Ray coming in on the Jake raid. What's up, guys? What's up? If you noob, get out of your own again. Nobody asked you. Give everybody just a couple minutes here to pile on in. I think we're about ready. Get an update on the compact tractor. I guess the update is that there's not a whole lot of updates, to be honest with you. We're kind of sitting in limbo waiting on some stuff to get UV'd so that way we can continue making progress. I don't have a timetable, hopefully soon. That's the best I got. It's a joke. Yeah, basically. A lot of this stuff works. It's in game. It's doing what it's supposed to do, but that's cool, Jason. I got you. Hey, you're all good, Keith. You're all good. I sent it to. I posted it all on Discord today. I don't know if you've seen that, or last night. So hopefully, some stuff starts happening. Yeah. Should be getting you some help. Fortunately, with Halim, he hasn't had a free minute to hop in and show me the stuff that I need to learn, so it's all right. We're just kind of stuck hanging out for a minute until then. That being said, I mean, we've made pretty good progress on all of it. It's all in. It all exists. We're making progress. It'll get there. So yeah, just kind of left hanging out for a moment. Which is all good. I'm gonna check this. There we go. We're good. Hey, you're all good, Trevor. All good. I think we're 500 errors on a pack. Yeah. See, you're all good, man. I'm no rush. These guys will keep asking, but I'll keep saying the same thing. We're waiting for a minute. That's okay with me. Bonehead, what's up, buddy? How you doing, man? We got some work to do today. So, what did we do yesterday? Let me quickly give you a tour over what all we've done so far. So we added in a used car dealership on our RP build. We've added in a lawn care business. We now have an impound lot and a police department. I added in a few more decorative items today before the stream as well, so we have a few more things to work with. There is a fire station on hand already, gas station, that kind of stuff. There's no need for any of that stuff to be added. There's several farms already around the map that are all pretty good, so they could be used as well. For people that don't really want to build something, join the server, just are looking for a join and go kind of experience. For myself, this is going to be my starting area. Just a nice little house and nice little shop. My schedule for... Yeah, there you go. Exactly. Wait, trade him my Massey Ferguson. There you go. We did Josh's build for him. Set him up. Got him ready to roll. It's looking pretty nice. Pretty nice. Jake, hey man. How you doing, buddy? Appreciate the raid, buddy. Appreciate the raid, man. Yeah, we got a nice little pool back here behind Jake's house. Jake's house is nice, man. Jake's got the hookup. CNS, what's up, buddy? Man, everybody's piling in here. 19 people watching. I gotta ask a favor, though. There's only 5 likes. We might need to bump that up a little bit. If you guys wouldn't mind. Yeah, that's what we got over here. And if we fly back or across the other side of the map, again, farms all over the place. Like, you're just wanting to hop on and kind of go. Yeah, you have that option. There's plenty of stuff here to be able to do. Nice little farm here if you wanted to start off nice and small. This is See, I don't blame you, Hoonigan. I wouldn't. If I was watching me, I'd probably dislike it too. Anyway, yeah, nice little farm here. All these farms have really nice buildings to start with too. So like, you're not really getting ripped off if you have to use a default farm. You know, you could always expand and add on to it. It's all looking pretty nice. I feel like you know you got a pretty good start no matter where you go here. This, yeah, right. Yeah, I'm fine with whatever you guys want to hit. I don't know what this is up here. Looks like a co-op of some sort. If I had to guess. What's it say? Ethanol plant. Okay, cool. Yeah, you got that as an option. Like little areas up in here. If you wanted to build something up in here, you totally could. There's a farm over there. All this stuff's on the map by default, so you got plenty of options there. Over here, we did build this. It's kind of basic, but it be a distribution logistics warehouse kind of thing. So if we want to do some sort of, you know, like trucking operation on the map, we could, and we could load this thing up with pallets and forklifts and all that good stuff. I'm flying way too fast for my own good. Never said I was good at this. To follow that up, if you wanted to run like your own trucking company on the map, there is a setup already on the map for that. Right up here. So you run like a trucking company for all the farms in the area. Hopes to get a leg. See, I'm fine without getting any money. I'm just happy to sit in here and hang the hell out. How do I join? As soon as I get it up on a server, man, I will let you know. I'll have it all posted in my Discord for all the stuff for all that. Today we're gonna build right here. I want to start with the co-op. We're gonna build ourselves a grain co-op. I figure out where exactly I am. There it is. There it is. A little bit of shared land there. Let's get flipped around here. And we're going to do a little bit of leveling. Start with that. Something like that, maybe. I don't know how much, if that's going to be enough area. We'll find out pretty quick, I assume. It's a pretty big co-op building, silo, so I want to make sure we got plenty of room here. There's several buildings we'll have to utilize for this to work, so try to make sure we get ourselves a good spread here. Good amount of room to work with. Something like that. Race season, first race Saturday. There you go. Racetrack for sprint cars. We might be able to mess around with that. Lag everyone out of the server. Yeah, I'm hoping we don't do that. We're gonna have to keep it pretty lightweight as best we can. Obviously I'm not helping matters with all my massive buildings I'm putting in, but it also adds a lot of elements to it that I'm willing to sacrifice for. So we got the buying station. We have the office. That should be a pretty easy one to integrate in. We probably need to pull it a little bit farther this way, I'm thinking. We do have a scale. Let's go ahead and throw in the silos first, because I feel like that's the hardest part. Maybe pull it back just a little bit farther that way. Up that a little bit. Get the silos in. See, I don't get too much into racing. I don't get enough into racing. It's not really my, I don't know if you call it a sport or event, whatever you want to call it. Not really my thing. I do get it though. Actually do watch a little bit of F1 here and there, but How does that look? We could level that off. Should be able to taper it all in nicely, I think. Wanted to give myself a little bit more room there. Who's your next door neighbor? I gotta know. I gotta know. Let's throw that in. Oof. Oof. Okay. That's gonna take some work to get that right. I probably want to do... I think I'm going to have the entrance be over here. So if I consider that, we'll probably put scale... Watch if I'm zooming. Yeah, I'm a basketball guy myself. A bit more of a basketball guy. I think I'm going to put it like this. So what you'll do is you'll pull in, scale up. Should be enough room here to turn the truck around, come back into here, dump, and then back out. So let's put, with that in mind, the office. I'm going to say right here. Would seem to make sense. Because then you could catch it on your way out. I feel like it needs to go back a little bit farther, though. There. Something like that. You get these mods from. These are Crooked Creek. Crooked Creek. And then if we're going to do a buy station, I guess you're going to probably want to put that... Man, how do we want to... Scale in and out? Yeah, right. But you should be able to do that way, right? No matter how you work that. I'm trying to figure out the buying station. I feel like this is going to be the tricky building out of all of them. I guess probably the right thing to do would be to flatten off more ground this way and then put it up here. And then you'd be able to pull in this way, go straight through, load up, and then back out, hit the scale, and then back out. I guess that would probably make the most sense. I'm trying to think of like how this would work in real life. I don't really know exactly. I'm not really familiar with co-ops like this. Try to work it out as best we can, though. Kind of pull a little bit more this way. Should be plenty of room there. It's gonna. I mean, we're taking up a lot of land here with this, so. But no matter how you look at it, make them back into it. That would be an option. I don't know that I love that option. We'll see. Hang on. Let me set this out here and see what happens. I feel like we put it like this. That won't be that bad. Somewhere around here. So I might need to pull a little bit closer up here to the road. That'll be okay. Maybe swap the scale in the office around. Take a big turn. Swap the scale in the office around. Okay. Yeah, we could do that. Worth a shot. Appreciate the input, man. Appreciate the... I was hoping you guys would be able to point me in the right direction here. Yeah, let's go scale. You're right about here. And then if we put the office... right about here. See how that flows. I think that'll work a little bit better. Here you just use boxes full of seed dealer co-ops are normally just a grain site for storage. That's fair. That's fair. I could see that. I'm going to leave the scale station just because it's part of the pack and maybe we can get some good use out of it. I'm hoping for the server. But we'll see. The other part of this here is it kind of works in nicely because it's right next door to the trucking company. So if somebody wanted like seeds delivered, they could just pull out of the trucking company straight up here, load up, and then come right back out, right? So that's kind of my thought process there. Let me just kind of soften all these hard edges, and we should be able to move on. Start softening all of this up. Obviously a lot of softening to do. This is going to take some major fixing right here. Call dibs on the co-op. Yeah, I mean, if you want to run the office up at the co-op, go for it, man. Go for it. I don't see anybody arguing, so. Ooh, I might have to remove the silo and replace it. Let's do that. At least we'll have a pretty much exact guideline on that. Yeah. Be a little bit farther in even. And soften again. Should be pretty easy from there, I think, to get everything exactly right. Obviously, very, very harsh edge there. I'm going to have to try to work in. I might do a rock wall here to blend that out, which shouldn't be too bad. We will need entrances, exits. Highest end motherboard. Just about every manufacturer makes a really, really high end one. Depends on what CPU you're using. To be honest, there's no use for a super, super high end motherboard though, unless you're doing a lot of overclocking. So I know EVGA used to do a lot of really, really, really high end motherboards, like the Kingpins come to mind. Those are really, really fancy, way over the top. Nobody needs it. Basically, guys that are trying to break like world records go for that kind of thing. It's not a common thing among consumers, general consumers like you and me. Yeah, it's feeling pretty good though with the leveling now, I think. So I'm sure we'll have some stuff to tweak to make it perfect, but I think I can work with that. Okay, so let's grab our run an i9. Yeah, I would say probably one of the EVGA Kingpins would be. Now, you're talking like an i9 12900K. What exactly are we talking about here? Yeah, exactly. Only problem is Neil's. I think he has a 4090. So there's really no need for it, honestly. Let me just make sure I've replaced this toggle. Snapping on, free mode on. Yeah, he's got the Gucci stuff. A little too rich for my blood. Let's see if we can run some entrances. I think what I'm going to do is we'll have big, huge path coming in here, more or less. We can open that up into there. We'll also open it up that way. Plenty of room to come out this way. Hey, Sam, how you doing, man? Just gonna tuck all this in kind of close for now. Something like that. Obviously, we're gonna need to make it look nicer than that, but this just gets us a start here. Something like that. Yeah, that's what we're working on right now is a co-op, Sam. What we're working on. I think we'll tuck it in and out like that. So you got plenty of room to be able to wrap in and out. Go as you need to go. I don't know if I'm going to stick with this ground texture, though. I don't know that I'm loving it. I don't know that it's quite doing it. I feel like that one might look better. Yeah. Can't rush art. Yep. Got to get it right. You guys know painting for me is always the part that kind of seems to take the longest, just because getting the pathways right and everything, making everything look right is the biggest challenge to me. Here we go. I think I like that better. Hate painting in FS. See, I like it. I really do, just because I really end up happy with a lot of the results that I get, I think. Just sometimes it takes me a long time to get there. Yeah. i9 12900KS run. i9 12900KS will run on just about any motherboard the exact same as it would on a super high-end motherboard or a super cheap motherboard. It really isn't going to make much difference. The only difference is going to be some of them have fancy fans for cooling your RAM. Some of them have some built-in protections. You get some extra USB ports in the back. Those are the differences in going with a high-end motherboard. That's what you're buying niceties. You know? Yeah, that's a really good point right there, Niels. Does the map have the good textures and stuff? Neil, I actually did a tier list just the other week, and that was like the main. It was like supposed to be like the best maps in Farm Sim on a tier list or whatever. And basically, the maps that have extra paint textures, extra stuff like that, end up towards the top of my list, and maps that don't. Basically. Not to say they're terrible maps or anything, but if you ain't got that worked out, then it's hard for me to get really wanting to be involved in some of those maps. Just because there's so many good maps at this point that have it right. Here. It is Q and E to rotate your camera like this. Q and E. Yeah. I do need to leave a little bit of. What we'll probably do is throw in some like gravel around the base of the silo, just to make it look like it's a little bit different. I might even add some silo extensions to this, just that way it looks a little bit cooler. We'll see. Because I want it to look like there's a big, huge-ass silo complex going on. Right now it looks kind of wimpy for the amount of space that the co-op is taking up. So we'll see. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Well, and then you have, like, your ground decorations that you could throw in. You know, like, I can go hardcore on the painting and all that stuff, dude. I get way too into it. Way too into it. It's one of my favorite things to do on this channel is the farm build stuff. It's been a real problem for me trying to get anything else done on this channel, just because I always want to do farm builds. I love it. The build mode in this game is just so much better than it was in previous games. It's hard to walk away from it. It is, Sam, for sure. In my opinion, anyway. I know a lot of you guys probably feel the same, but there's a lot of people, too, that I know that just don't get too into the buildings. If I got a good extension set to work with that. Do I have... Go into tools. Is there any other ones in here? No, it doesn't look like it. I don't know that I even say that it gets kind of boring. It's just that it's like when you do so much of the building, it's hard to want to do the farming. I'm trying to see if I have. I think I have some GSI. Yeah, right there. That way they at least same brand bin. We're just gonna splack down a couple more of these. No, they're not really connected, but it'll at least give the impression, right? Look like a big, massive ass thing. Hoping for some more. I don't think I have very many that are much different though. Throw in a couple more like little bins. I don't know if I could like plug that in. Or it almost looks like that. Yeah. That's kind of giving me the feel I was wanting. 7 hours of recording, and y'all, yeah, exactly. That's the beauty of doing farm builds. I really should have been recording this entire build series, to be honest with you, just because I have so many hours of build in this at this point. But of course, you could always just go back and rewatch it in the stream. So, but I really should have turned this into a huge time-lapse video. Probably would have been worth it. The last time-lapse video I did of it, I got like 800, 900 views or something like that. 1,000 maybe. Probably would have been worth it to do. Just couldn't be bothered. Anyway. Great series for a map setup for RP. Oh yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Good little video series for sure. But whatever. It's alright. This is the bad part about not having Streamlabs constantly recording anymore, just because I started to run out of hard drive space. I really need to invest in some 10 terabyte drives just so that way I can constantly record. And they're expensive, so I don't want to. Anyway. Yeah, that's feeling a little bit more complete there. I'm liking that better, for sure. Let's start throwing in. I don't think I have anything container that would help us here. Pioneer seed, no. No, don't need any of that. Need sprayers. What do you mean? For the co-op? Oh, so you could rent out sprayers out of it? That would be kind of cool. I'd say, yeah, we could probably stick some like rental equipment up in here. If I can slow myself down to where I can walk like a normal person. Turn off flight mode a second. Open gate. Yeah, we could probably store some miscellaneous stuff in here. Lime spurs, yeah, we probably do that. No JD junk. Alright. Hold off the JD junk. Yeah, we'll stuff this thing full of some equipment. We'll probably just go with some base game stuff though, honestly. Although actually I do have a really good lime spreader that would work really well for this map. Or for this purpose. I know it would because I've seen I know my local co-op rents out a lot of these like lime spreaders. Exact style one that I have. I'll have to get it added to the mods folder though. I don't have any equipment in the mods folder right now, so I still have to do all that. H2's trucks. We'll see. I mean, we're on a PC server. We can come up with some really good stuff. We're gonna be on a PC server, so we can come up with some really good stuff. Put it that way. I'm thinking about dialing back the front area there. I feel like I have that a little bit wide. Pull that back just a little bit. See how that fits. Maybe a little less here. Just trim a little bit off the top, more or less. I feel like that has a little bit better flow that way. Not quite as wide. Have a good GPU. Yeah. Have your specs in order on this one for sure. I'm gonna say. Store delivery. What do you click to get it? Alt Shift S. Alt Shift S. In that order. Maybe pull that back just a little bit too. We'll splatter it in a little bit more too. I feel like I like that just a hair more than I did before. We throw in some grass and that'll help feel it out as well. I should also say I'm left Alt Shift S. Start wrapping this in. We're gonna go way crazier on the plants than just grass, but you guys know how it goes. Throw the grass in first and then fill it out. Probably went a little bit too close there. It's okay. Come back with it. Touch up our edges again if we feel like we need to. I don't want to spend too much time on any of these individual areas either. I'm not going to go too crazy with the details, but at least get some stuff down here. It'd be way easy to completely overload the server if I went absolutely on the details like I normally do, so. Hey Ray, welcome back, man. You think what PC is worth? No idea. No idea, Trevor. I don't even want to know what you spent. It's not normal people money, though, I'll say that. I mean, I make pretty damn good money, and I couldn't touch a PC like that. That's beyond my wheelhouse. Way more nice. Yeah, same. I'm pretty happy with my GTX 1080, to be honest with you. Pretty happy. 6 years old and it's still chugging, so. I could get some frame rate dips, but I gotta work hard for it. This map's running pretty good for a 4X with a bunch of PC-only crap on it. Who bringing that Chevy Silverado 35? That is Agrotono. He's the one that did the Ford. It's the dude that did the Ford. So, I mean, if anyone can do it, I would bet it'd be Agrotono. We'll see. I'm very curious to see how it works out. Looks like a nice model, so it's got that going. Hey, bring. What do you mean? It's not coming for FS22 or? Because I'm pretty sure that one's coming. I'm pretty sure. That's oh yeah. Yeah, NMC, nah. NMC got so much hate for that the first go round, kind of deservedly, that I don't see them doing any sort of truck mods. They really kind of butchered that project, if I'm being honest. I wasn't very happy with it back then. Urban confirmed. Yeah, the Agrotona one, yeah. Yeah, I don't know if you guys remember when the NMC trucks first released. They had some major issues. I think they got a really bad name right off the bat because of it. Which is a shame, because NMC does a lot of really, really good logging stuff. But that project just didn't pan out right for them, I don't think. It's okay, it happens. Oh, you're all good, honey. All good, man. That's feeling pretty good. 973. Yeah, dude, for real. Yeah, my fiance's PC, funny enough, actually has a 3070 Ti, and I have the GTX 1080, so I'm due for an upgrade sooner or later here. But she just got her machine for Christmas, so it's probably about time to throw a 3070 Ti in my Amazon cart and get one ordered. I'm trying to pay for it with the YouTube channel, so hopefully I don't have to put anything out of pocket, but it hasn't gone over great so far. Yeah, anyway, let's throw in, I don't know how much we can fuck with the texture of this. Yeah, we can. At least a little bit. Need a beer. When did I get my PC? So I put my PC together probably a little over 2 years ago now, I want to say. Something like that. So the 1080 that I'm using was already used when I bought it. So, but I got it, would have been just before COVID. I built my PC 2020 COVID year, towards the end of it, I want to say. I was a little late to the party on the YouTube thing. If I had started earlier 2020, I think we would really have taken off, but it is what it is. Dude, YouTube channels back then were just flying. I think of several channels that came around in the FS community around that time that are now pretty huge channels, like ArcZ, I believe, started around that time. FarmSim, FSG, so I'm trying to say. FarmSim guy, yeah. Duh, brain fart. Somebody I talked to a decent amount too. Who else? FS Club and DJ were around before that. CLP were before that. Although they all really benefited from 2020 COVID blowing up. Yeah, Buck kind of started his channel around that time. MRG was another one that he doesn't still do anything really, but he started a channel around that time. He hit like 10K or something like that pretty quick. But yeah, a lot of guys really blew up back then. So unfortunately, I didn't have the PC together for that. I really wish I would have and had the incentive to do it, but I was, you know, making pretty good money sitting at home with my rear end for that. So I didn't take advantage of it and didn't do nothing. So yeah, Phoenix Thunder. Yeah. It's crazy, man. Crazy. Keith, I don't know if you're watching, buddy. Can you grab Neil's link for us? Drop that in chat. Put him a little promo. It's their TV, just bought a 4020. Oh, that's cool. Hey, Duke, how you doing? Hey, there you go. Dinosaur games on, yeah. That's all you need, right? For little ones. We'll throw some trees in over here, I think, just to kind of get a little bit of some scenery started up. I don't want to go too crazy on trees up here, but we will mix in some more over here just to hide some of our imperfections in our landscaping. Can you grab a link to Neil's channel for me, man? Appreciate it. Good. He's always watching. He's always watching. We'll throw in a couple of these little guys. These always look nice. Kind of like a driveway liner. Maybe some parking. Yeah, we could throw in some more parking for sure. I'll probably do. I was trying to think of like what would be a good maybe to set up for a parking area. Maybe we pull this back again. Kind of thinking we do a little parking lot here, something like that. Maybe straighten that out a little bit more. We're gonna do a parking lot that needs to be straight. Okay, not a problem, buddy. That's how I roll. A farm sim community should work, buddy. That's promote, raid, and all that good stuff. It's a big part of it. Everybody helping everybody. Yeah, I'm on your 30. If you want to send me a 3090, man, I will not complain. Me, they deliver seed. Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking here. So what I would say we could do, whoever's running the co-op would just like basically contract out who's ever running the trucking company basically next door to come over and deliver the seed. That would be how I would do it. That, or if you wanted to have like a truck or two on site, you could for seed delivery. We'll work that out. Should be able to figure it out. I don't want to dictate too much the equipment that we put into any of these areas, though, because I want you guys to hop on and like run these places, you know? There you go. Keith dropping a link. Let me pin that real quick just so that way it hangs around for a minute. Guys, make sure you go sub to Neil and drop a comment on a video, drop a like on a video. Let him know you came from here. Sure he'll appreciate it. Let's not go, like I said, too crazy here on the trees, but just kind of mix a few in. A little in there. Use pickup trucks and some bigger trucks. See, I was thinking we'll probably do is we'll buy like one big semi and like an auger trailer, like one of the base game ones, and that'll be kind of like just some default stuff that comes with the co-op. So whoever runs it at least will have that. But like I said, I think it'll be kind of helpful. Selling it all when I start. Yeah, there you go. And you're welcome to. That's fine. God, I did not want to do that. My mouse just jumped over there. That's not what I wanted. Okay, I gotta cut that down. Damn. Where did that place at? Oh, way over there. Legacy, no. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it about the 1025. Not today. You're not here to give me crap today. Slacker. See, I'm still waiting, man. Nothing's changed. Nothing's changed. Would you like to hop in VC tonight and teach me how to UV shit in Blender? Because that's basically what we're waiting on. That's the holdup. That's basically the holdup. Okay, let's do some decorating. Light decorating. See? Exactly. That's what he's going to say. Nothing's ever going to change. I don't like change. He's going to say, nah, you're on your own, fam. I know it. It's coming. And I'll be on my own. Figure it out. So... yeah, whatever. It's all good. It's all good. Where's my parking spots at? Why am I being a dingy? There they are. Go watch Blender tutorials. See, I've watched Blender tutorials and it still just doesn't make any freaking sense for the farm sim side of it. Doesn't make any sense for me. Yeah, we'll throw some lights in for sure. Like, it should make way more sense to me than it does, and like I'm not understanding it. It's just not coming to me naturally. I'll figure it out, but just here if you have questions, either the answer will always be no, because exactly. See. He can learn anything. I can't learn nothing, dude. I'm a freaking Nimrod half the time. It's a blessing I know how to breathe. Anyway, let's see if I can get these spots placed. These don't seem like they want to be weird. There we go. That's good. That'll work. Nub math. See, math is actually like one thing I'm kind of good at, believe it or not. We're gonna leave the parking something like that. That should be good enough. We could probably do a little bit more leveling there though. Flatten all the way up to the corner there. He's just stick with farm builds or just build a case instead. See, if I built a case, it would come from the factory broken, so I got you, bro. Maybe that's what we'll do, is we'll just go ahead and build a case. I have a solution for your project. What's that? Don't do my project? Alt F4. Yeah, see? It's a good solution. I'm half tempted to agree with you these days. Half tempted to agree with you. These parking spaces, yeah, it's kind of what I thought too. When he said parking spaces. Yeah, we'll throw some in anyway. Why not? Adds a little detail. This place would probably be fenced in, right? I would assume. Co-ops are probably normally fenced in when they're not open. Factory reset. Yeah. Something like that. I'll do... So I have that. I have sliding gates. I added all this stuff in. Oh, this can't 2 to 5 mods of it. Yeah. I am right about there. Honestly. Alright, I'll get through it, but like it's fucking stressful. Co-ops have parking spots, stay out of the way of traffic. Yeah. Eventually it's gonna click, but it's just having the patience to hang around long enough to let it click. I think that's the real challenge here. That and having the motivation to watch videos that aren't my normal scheduled watches that I would watch anyway, you know? I have so much shit on YouTube I watch that's not. It's more personal stuff, you know? Been on a real gun kick lately. Watching a lot of GunTube. Let's yeah, you know how it goes. You get in a kick with YouTuber, it's like you just want to watch what you want to watch. don't want to watch what you're supposed to watch. That's kind of where I'm at the moment. Watch the American Made. What's that? I actually don't know what that is. There we go. Kind of liking the fencing so far. Feels nice. And it makes them area right. Yeah. For sure. There you go. Fenced it all in. Doesn't feel too obtrusive either. Feels like it's just a fence. It doesn't feel like it's in the way of anything. All right, let's drop in some lights. That'll be the next thing. Lights. If there's any area on the map that can afford big, huge ass lights like this, this would be the area. That's not a bad name. Not a bad name for a second channel. I don't know. I'm still thinking about it. Been up in the air on the second channel name for a minute. We're not a bunch of whiny bitches. Yeah, for real. For real. I'm with you. Well, and then I tell you the other thing is if these fucking idiots would like just take the time to like actually educate themselves on some of this stuff, like you wouldn't have a problem, honestly. Instead of just like assuming that, you know, anything that goes bang is bad, like let's actually learn about it, you know? And then make our judgments, right? Because if you take the time to learn about it, you'd figure out that they're not dangerous. There's nothing inherently, you know, dangerous about them. It's the people that own them in some cases. And not even necessarily people that own them. It's people that are going and stealing them from their great-grandpa's safes and putting them to use in terrible ways because they have mental issues. That's the issue. If we figure out mental health, we'd be in a much better place overall, but not the guy that's the idiot behind it. Yeah. And it's not normally not even an idiot, it's just a mental freaking nutcase more often than not. So if we handle the issue of just mental disorder in this country, you'd have 95% of the problems figured out. Duh. Forgot weapons. Oh, yeah. Forgot weapons does all sorts of good stuff. I'm big, like watching Grand Thumb and the T-Rex Arms channel is a really, really good one. Really, really educated guys when it comes to rights and that kind of stuff and technique and like good stuff. It's really interesting content, I think. Let's throw in some more decoration real quick, but as I'm talking, yeah, there's tons of really good good channels out there. GunTube. I'm trying to get myself into GunTube a little bit with the second channel, but I'm still deciding if I want to do it GunTube or if I want to skip the guns so that way it can at least be monetized with YouTube. But I have to figure out if I do GunTube, how I'm going to monetize the channel outside of that. So it's kind of a challenge. It might even be started off as a channel without guns, so it's YouTube monetized. And as soon as I have like a Patreon following or something, then go ahead and switch it over to a gun channel and accept my demonetization, basically. So I gotta figure that out, how I'm gonna do that. Well, and if this channel would make some decent money, then I wouldn't worry about it. I would just go for it. But this channel is really not in a place to make good money yet, so kind of stuck in limbo on that as well. I figure out how I'm gonna do that. I'm throwing some of these patches because these look cool. Crappy pathways and beat up junk. Stuff like that. There we go. Fishing channel. I might mix in some fishing stuff. I don't get too into fishing. So if I did any fishing, it'd be like kind of more like vlog style, just going fishing and having fun. But you know, yeah, I don't know. We'd have to see about stuff like that, about fishing content. But I'm definitely, like, the main focus of the channel, at least to start with, I want to do some knife reviews. I want to do some stuff like that. Maybe some camping, and I'd like to eventually get it into some gun stuff. And you know, you guys watch Nut and Fancy at all? If any of you guys are into his stuff, that is a lot of like how I want to do the channel. A lot of what he does. He gets into the, like, philosophy of use and stuff like that. That's stuff I really, really believe in when it comes to that kind of stuff. Like, he's one of the really, really well educated dudes on this platform when it comes to that stuff. Maybe is he a little bit kooky? Yeah, maybe a little bit, but he also knows his shit and was in the Air Force for God knows how many years, right? So good reference for a lot of the stuff. Really liking this shattered asphalt crack kind of thing going on. This should look really nice. Nice and junky. There. Let me make it look like there was a nice big pothole right there in the middle. Yeah. That's kind of cool. I like that. We could throw in some dirt and crap all over the place too. Trucks pulling in and out. It's going to be dirty. All sorts of mud. The ground paint really works well in this texture. Inside the chemical seed shit. Yeah, you're probably right. You're probably right. We could swap that out to cement. That's not a bad idea. Let's try it out. See what we get. Chemical resistant. Yeah, that makes sense. Can see that. I don't really want it to be that wide. We'll have to come back in and eliminate some of that. That's all right. At least get it in there, and then we can fix it after the fact. Back around this way. Down a size. There we go. Yeah. That's kind of my goal with that channel, though, anyway. Give you guys some idea of like what I'm planning on. I know it's been kind of a project I haven't really talked all that much about yet, so I don't know how many of you guys are even interested in that kind of stuff. I imagine it's probably actually a pretty good percentage of you guys are probably interested in that kind of stuff. Pretty good percentage. I mean, imagine a lot of us are pretty like-minded people. I feel like that looks pretty good, actually. I like that. That was a good idea. Good suggestion. Good suggestion. You know, I appreciate it. Let's throw in some... Probably need to wrap up this part here soon. Could say that. I mean, we all have our slight differences in opinions, right? Like, I think we can all agree, besides Hoonigan, that case sucks. But I kid. Yeah. You know, we all have our things, but I mean, we're all into farm sim, right? So I mean, that's a start. Tell you what, this would be a great place for a sign like that, wouldn't it? You know, I just remembered too, there is a sign for the actual co-op too. We can go and drop that in somewhere. It's a great place for a sign. Even it's actually not even the right fucking sign right now, but Power Ranch is good, I believe. Yes. See, I mean, that's the thing. I feel like a lot of us, if you're into farming, you're probably into your Second Amendment rights. I don't know very many liberal farmers, let's be completely honest. I feel like we pretty much probably all share a lot of the same values, same sentiments. When it comes to stuff like that, I mean, you'd think it's common sense, but apparently not. It's not stuff that everybody's in agreement on. Yeah. He kind of got screwed. And again, I just realized I have a sign for the car dealership. I probably need to go throw these in somewhere. Let me go do that before I completely forget, because I will completely forget if I don't. Let's just fly over. Hang on. Flight mode, flight state. Flying that way real quick. I will completely forget if I don't. Yeah, I know what you mean, buddy. Quick show for you there. Yeah. Yeah, they need to help you out there. Especially if it's like, you know, not a violence related thing, not a, you know, that kind of thing. And I feel like they really need to get better about not just deciding, oh yeah, this person can't have a gun, you know. I think it's ridiculous, and it's one of the worst things about this country. They need to figure that out. Food comes from, yeah, right. Exactly. Exactly. If I just got a ding from my headset, I might need to snag this cord here. There we go. We got enough reach there. I might have to slide in a little bit. So I'm not getting my head tugged. That's better. Did everything I wanted you to? Yeah. I mean, and that's all you can do, right? I mean, as long as you stay on it, do your part. Just gotta hang out and hope and pray, basically. Follow their system, absolutely. Yeah, this is looking pretty good, to be honest with you. I'm pretty happy with this. Let me throw in the my sign app for this. There's one here. Crooked Creek Co-op. We'll put one here. Put one. I'll put it in here. Time when I do school. Yeah. Yeah, I'm younger than that generation, but I was 8 years old shooting guns and never, you know, even worried about it. Like, it was just a normal thing for me growing up. It was just part of it, you know. Went to help my great grandpa, passed away a couple years ago, with gun shows as a kid. I'd help him load up the truck, and we'd set up a table, and I'd sit there behind the table. I was into airsoft a lot as a young kid. I was probably 10 years old, sitting behind the table with my grandpa, and I was real big into airsoft, like I said. So I'd have like my airsoft vest on, and I'd walk around the gun show with my airsoft guns, and like, it was just normal, you know. Everyone was cool with that. Nobody was. It was just a normal thing. I was like one of the favorite kids at the gun show, you know. I knew everybody. It's pretty awesome, you know. But God forbid you do something like that now, you know. Like, I think your wallet is a gun. Yeah, exactly. To be fair, my wallet has a gun in it. So. Not literally. I have one of those little life cards. I don't ever carry it, but if I absolutely don't feel like I can carry any other gun that day, I'll throw my life card in my pocket. Got one of them. But I won't get too into all the pew-pews I have here. We'll save that for the B channel. Gotta keep you waiting, right? Trying to think of like what else would make sense here. I feel like I'm spending way too much time on this. Probably gonna end up with another episode just doing the campsite. Let's leave that at that for now. I feel like that's pretty good. So I was thinking about the campsite location. There's a couple options. Up here would work really well, because you could set up some trails coming up here. Are already kind of set up for it. But there's no real like access road to get up here, so that's kind of an issue. So if you're pulling a camper or something like that, I want to be able to set up campers as well at this campsite. So we got to try to figure that out. The other area I was thinking about would be, I do want water nearby. Would be ideal. There's some area up here. I don't know how accessible it is by road. Looks like this is a road. Yeah. Not much of a road. It's really more of a path, ain't it? Yeah, I guess we could clear out some trees coming down through here. It's a little thickly treed. Let me turn off flight mode. I want to be able to, like I said, pull a camper down here. Would be the ideal thing. I'm probably gonna have to skip ahead time here at some point too. It's pretty dark. Down through here. Ooh, it'd be a tight turn for a camper. A tight turn for a camper. I kind of like this, so this would be kind of cool. Oh, and then you got a water crossing. That might be a little extreme. Umrv. I think his water's horrible. Right, yeah. I like it, to be honest. I think it's pretty cool. Gives a nice feeling. I don't know if there's another access road to this side, because this is kind of what I'm thinking. Yeah, there is another access road. Okay, so you could just go this way. Could just go this way. If you feel like you can't get there normally, just drive along this road. And then I'm thinking we'll put it... I need kind of a flat area. I'm thinking maybe right up here. Build a campsite up here. This could be kind of cool. Or, heck, right up here would make a lot of sense. So you have to come up this road, make a tight corner to get up here, and then follow the road on up, straight up into the campsite. I like this. This is kind of cool. Yeah, this makes a lot of sense. Turn flight mode off. Now the trick is deforesting without deforesting too much. We're probably gonna have to drop some more trees in, I'm sure, but I should probably need to skip ahead time too. But let me get up in here. So this is probably about enough area just to start with, because we need to put down like a campsite office or whatever. Maybe it's supposed to be like campgrounds, right? So let's do it right. Dropping trees, that way easy. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm thinking. Get a save in. Buy that. Probably just go ahead and buy this whole strip. So I know I got plenty of area. Let's just start with, like I said, the campsite office or whatever. The pull in. We basically just need a little if like a house makes sense. I think I got something that'll work as an office. I tell you, the right way to do it would be to spot other way, make it a racetrack. You mean up here or somewhere else? What I've seen for a lot of campsites like this is they'll have like a house be the office, but I don't think I want to do that. We'll put an office in. We'll drop a house back over here behind it. Oh, behind me? Is there enough room up here for that? Ooh, maybe. There might be enough room up here for that. Although that would probably interrupt the peace and quiet of camping. So I don't know if I want to do that up here. Maybe we'll find another spot for it. What would make a good building for an office? I tell you, this one doesn't look too bad. I know it's a house, but like I feel like it might actually work pretty good for a campsite office. You'll walk up in, you'll pay for your lot or whatever, and then on you go. Let me sleep in it real quick, just so we can get back around to daytime. Keep the stream looking good. Should be pretty neat. Parks employee picks it up. Yep, that's seen that as well. A lot of times around here, we at least in my area, I'm in Ohio. I'm not in a super rural area. Pretty rural area, but like not super rural. This is pretty common. You'll see an office like this in the middle. Kind of do something like this. So let's just whip in a quick little parking lot here. Doesn't have to be anything super elegant. I wouldn't even put in any parking spaces or anything like that. You're just gonna pull up and do your thing. I'd probably leave this path a little bit wide here, just so that way if anybody's got a camper, just so that way they don't have to like back the camper in or anything like that, or back the camper back up. You could just pull up here off to the side. Kind of a nice feature. A nicety. And then we'll just run it on back. Western Nebraska, I gotcha. I gotcha, for sure. A dump station shower, yep. we'll do something like that. Probably the first thing we'll do, we'll run the camper spots back over that way somewhere, and I'm thinking we'll tuck. I guess the first thing would be we'll run a path kind of this way. This will be kind of our tent spots. What I'll probably do is kind of just like do a wraparound kind of deal here. We'll have to cut a couple trees down for sure, but something like this. And maybe another. I feel like something like that kind of makes sense. I feel like that would work. We could throw in some tents. We'll cut down all the trees kind of there in the middle. We'll replace them with some different trees, and then we'll go. We could probably put, like you said, like a little dump station kind of thing here. Would make sense. We'll see exactly if that's the exact right location for it. And then we'll go further up here. I don't know how far up I can go. We got quite a bit of room there. I think what we'll do is we'll tuck. Got tons of room. Tons and tons of room. Let's start working in our camper spots. So we'll dip them off. We need big wide turns. And pull that up nicely up this way. I think I want to wrap that kind of deep on back here. I don't want to go too far that way, so we'll start wrapping it up this way. And then we'll do a turn back up around this way. Something like that. Don't mod. Yeah, basically. I don't know if I can get. Run another spot kind of up through here, through the middle. Excited at first. Let me guess, you hate your life after. Yeah, figured that out. Couple tent spots in that finger. Yep, probably could. And maybe we'll run kind of like this on up there. Something like that. And probably run some more up this way. Should all work out pretty nicely. I kind of like this. But obviously, we're going to have to do a lot of tree cutting, so I don't want to go too nuts here. And then maybe we dip like one more little area up here. That, or we start mixing in some like hiking trails and stuff like that. Bring your own power park. Yeah, something like that. Bring your own chainsaw to get yourself a spot in the park kind of thing. Actually, what I would do is right up here, we'll throw in, we'll do like a playground or something like that up here. Because, you know, like all the campgrounds, they gotta have like a playground or that kind of thing. That, or we could mix in some like cabin spots, that kind of thing. I do think we're gonna want to mix in some cabins. We just tuck them up and off of areas like this. Cabins, maybe a basketball court. Yeah, it's not a bad idea. I think maybe we'll just tuck the cabins up and off of something like this. Kind of up here in the middle. Where are birds on? Only at night. It's clear. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. There's always those corny signs. We'll start cutting down some trees that are going to be in our way for sure. Yep. Gotta have basketball court at every good campground. And I'm just gonna kind of run the trails here and see if we run into any trees that are 100% in our way. Looks like it's not too bad. We should be able to mix in some plenty of tent sites, at least over here. Shut up, Streamlabs. Yeah. Streamlabs is pretty annoying today, isn't it? Horseshoe pits, yeah. I don't know if I got any in a mod. I'll have to check. Definitely going to be a cabin right here. I tell you, this is pretty good. It's going to come out pretty good, I think. It's going to take some fine-tuning for sure to get everything right, but should be pretty damn cool once it's all said and done. How many different tent mods I have, we'll have to figure that out. I don't feel like I have enough, though, to be honest with you, to keep it real diverse, but we'll see. Shall see. I could probably tuck a cabin or two off to the left here, too. I'm realizing be good spots for them. A few trails down to the water, put a dock for fishing. Yep, I'm thinking about it. It's crossed my mind already. Probably gonna need to do a little bit more clearing on over here, I assume. I'm gonna have to figure out what we use to mark off lots for campers. How we're gonna do that. Maybe, well, I guess the right way to be would be throw in some gravel or something to mark them off, right? Make the most sense. We'll get to that. This will need to be another stream or a longer one. Yeah, I'm probably gonna have to come back to this one, I assume. It's looking like it, that's for sure. I didn't expect the co-op to take as long as it did. We'll get as much done as we can, though. We'll go to 12:30. See how far we get. It's gonna be a lot of tree clearing. I'll do a lot of this off screen too if I don't get it all done today. Approved camper site or unapproved? That's fair. That's fair. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what we do. I should be able to figure it out. We have to do a build that I'm really not happy with, so I'm sure I'll come up with something good here. Cement pad for improved, gravel front improved. That's not a bad idea. It's not a bad idea, and that'd be a good way to mix it up too. Good way to mix it up. I like that idea. Feeling about that. Got a lot of these trails cleared. Dirt sinking one right. Yeah. Right. That feels pretty good. Feels like we got quite a bit of room to move here. Let's clear out all these trees. This is where we're gonna do the playground and all that shit, so need this to be pretty clear up here. See how much room all that's gonna take up. We'll probably start with this on the playground, just because that's probably the easiest thing to do. Yeah, let's just throw down go through our decorations. I know I got the playground set. I know I got we'll throw down a couple picnic tables and stuff like that. That's gonna be obvious. They're gonna be all over the place. wood piles. Yeah, that's gonna look cool. Let's drop this in over here. So maybe another little slide swing set kind of thing. Got a park bench. That works perfect. Do one there. Drop one in over here. Do one more over here. Another one back here. Got a couple of them. Could do. Perfect. Need a shitter over here. Maybe even two of them. Couple shitters. Let's do. Gotta have an American flag somewhere on the playground, right? Flagpole. There's the basketball court. Let's throw that down over here. We're probably gonna need a little more space than we got for it. It's fine. That's obviously gonna need to be blacktop. Gotta do blacktop. Apparently I gotta paint in fucked up sections to be able to get this to work. That's okay. Yeah, I'm just kind of trying to get as much done here as quickly as I can. Hey, later, Jake. I appreciate the raid to start it off, man. Appreciate you. Got a good crowd in here right off the bat. That helped a ton. I'll be sure to keep an eye on you. If I can get a chance to raid you, we'll raid you. Take care, buddy. Here we go. We're looking there. It's looking pretty good. Something like that. Not too bad. I feel like I need to clear that other tree there out. Maybe I got it a little bit too far over that way too. Yeah. Just a little bit less there. Take a little bit off the top. A couple trash cans. Yep. That's not a bad idea. Just thinking maybe we just go ahead and tuck that all off. Maybe something like that. Might help. I feel like that looks a little better. The other thing we can do is start mixing some shitty gravel into here too. Help add to the appeal of it. Process. Yeah, absolutely. Outdoor adventures. Absolutely. I like the idea of streaming and recording your streams. I think that works really well. Especially for stuff like what I'm doing right now. Turning this into a time lapse is a super easy video, and I really should be doing that, but I'm really been slacking lately on that front. Just because making myself stop and actually edit everything is hard for me to do. Just because I'm so freaking busy with so many things right now that it just doesn't feel like I have much time for it, you know? And dirt instead of gravel. F them damn kids. No, you're probably right. Let's do some forest ground. That would probably be the best thing, right? Kind of looks like mulch. Hey, like a response, F them damn kids. Freaking brats. Anyway. Corda episode instead of cut and stuff. See, I mean, there's gives and takes to both sides, right? So you could do that, but that's also, if you're already streaming, it just makes sense to do it. You know what I mean? If you're not already streaming, then yeah, for sure. If you like streaming, like me in particular, dude, I hate sitting there and trying to record. And scripting out videos for me is really hard to do. So I personally would rather just stream, at least with Farm Sim. With my other channel, I am planning on at least doing some like bullet points kind of things to keep myself on topic. But yeah, for Farm Sim, I really have a hard time with that. But cutting down a stream and just editing into the good parts is way easier for me. I can get some really good, at least decent content out of that, you know? If I just flip in some funny moments and some highlights, I can get something respectable at least. Stream, stuck my time. Right, yeah. I know a lot of people that are kind of in that same boat. It's hard to have the hardware to stream. I have a hard time making good videos too, just with the bit rates and all that stuff. Getting that to cooperate. I really don't think I like the backside here. I feel like that's killing my vibe. Maybe what I need to do is throw that in. Maybe we just move the flagpole in the outhouses. Maybe that'll help. Let me just try that. See how we look. Let's try that. I feel like that's a little bit better. Look at a little bit more like what I was hoping for. How's this put farther back sales to hunt? Well, yeah. Maybe I had the wrong outhouses too. Fine with single player vid being able to edit. I'm getting 35 for not really get. Yes, it is very, very hard to feel like you're getting much done in a video. And even if you time lapse stuff out, you throw in like 2 or 3 time lapse sections where you whip 20 minutes of real time into a 2-minute section of video time. It's still really hard to get a good video out of that, It's not easy. A lot of people think it is, but it's just not. Starlight. Oh, I got you. Yeah, 200 gigs of limited internet sucks. Luckily, I get Spectrum in my area, and I'm actually on a gig internet, which is super helpful. It's been really nice for getting the stream quality up and all that stuff, but yeah. I only recently upgraded to gig, so throw in a grill there too, why not? Trying to think of what else would look nice over here. I feel like that's pretty good. Yep, exactly. That's how I feel about it too. Makes a big difference when you don't have to sit around and wait. 4B hotspot from the. Yeah, except for technically he's limited as well, but he just hardly ever hits his limit, I think. But yeah, 4B had a lot of trouble for a long time with that as well. I don't know if that's a great idea. Just go something like that. Maybe stick another one over here next to the court. And something like that. Should be good enough and out of the way. That's feeling pretty good. I feel like I like that setup there. Not too bad. Start moving on. Let's do the cabins real quick. Maybe that would help me out a little bit with this. Cable internet. Yeah. See, I don't mess with cable, but I do have some pretty okay internet. I think we're gonna throw that guy down, something like that. I do think we're gonna need a nice little mix of cabins here. I want to kind of throw down all of them. Kind of stick maybe one of the nicer cabins up here. Actually, let's see if we got any like super nice cabins. That's what needs to go up here. Deco cabin from Age. I think I do. Sure, miles the way it's gone. Yeah, right. The way it's going, it might not ever leave my PC. Let's be real here. Attack and reevaluate. Yeah. We could throw like a super nice cabin up here. I don't know if I want to go that fancy. Somewhere in between. This one's got a lot of like personalized home deco though. I don't know that that's perfect for what we're doing. We do have this treehouse thing. I haven't used this. That might have to go in somewhere. That's probably gonna have to go in somewhere. Ooh. I don't know where though. How would that work? That's gonna have to go somewhere. It'd be cool by the playground. Told you, yeah. Yep, you did. I won't lie. You did. Okay, I got it. I got the spot. I got the spot. Rent out the treehouse. We leave a little bit of space there for parking underneath of it. That tree's gonna have to come down. That's fine. It's gonna go right up here somewhere. Let's go cut down a bunch of trees over there. Get everything out of our way. That's definitely happening. I want a tree house. And yeah. See, it's not that I hate it. It's just that I'm unmotivated. So there's so many other things that I want to do, you know? It's not that I hate it. I do still enjoy it. I enjoy getting things working. I enjoy being able to finally test stuff in game, you know? Like, it's cool, but it's just hard to be motivated for stuff when I got stuff. I feel like that looks pretty good. Let's throw in our plants back down. Yeah, I totally would rent that for a weekend too. It's pretty freaking dope. I forgot I had this, and I honestly don't think I've used it for anything yet, so this is a great opportunity to test this out. If I can get up there. It's kind of a pain getting up there. Slow myself down. I feel like this is a, oh, no, it doesn't actually do anything. Yeah, you can get up into this thing. Pretty damn cool, to be honest. I feel like this is from another game or something that's been ported over, but There's your shitter up here in your treehouse. Pretty cool. You got another little building thing over there. I think you got to go around. You got like a bar here. Kind of cool. This is pretty dope. Could just jump off there if you wanted to for quick getting down. I mean, none of it's really scaled right, but right here's your sleep trigger up in here. You got a wardrobe trigger up there. Anyway, pretty cool. That's kind of dope. We threw that in. What else do we got? We got I feel like this cabin's just kind of junk. I don't know that I want to use this one. Let's go with I do have a couple options for tents. I think I'm gonna go with the freaking this guy. I know it's like super nice, but I think that's gonna be, this will be like our super nice cabin for rental. I'm sorry, Streamlabs is so annoying. I probably need to slow down the timer on that, but the thing is if I slow it down and then somebody will be asking as soon as I do, oh, where's your link for this? Where's this? Where's that? So I try to keep them moving. Cabin for the uppies, yes, basically. You gotta throw in like it's the $1,000 for the weekend cabin, right? It's the way too nice. That, or you'd run it out to the partiers. Guys will want to come and completely wasted in a freaking house for a weekend in the middle of the woods. I think we'll place it something like party cabin. Yes, it's kind of what I had in mind here. I should look pretty nice. See if I can fix the painting just a little bit, because I do want it to basically be just like full front. We need to add fire pits and all that stuff, and picnic tables, and everybody dies from something in the woods, basically. Yeah, we'll throw down a fire pit and shit back here. Be a good spot for it. Yeah, it is a rental though, so we're not gonna go too in depth with detail on any of this shit. Just gonna throw the grass back down and move on to the next one. Plenty of parking spaces. That's not gonna be an issue. It's pretty private back there, so be about as loud as you want. What other cabins do we need to mix in here? I still have this one, which is really nice. I don't know if I got what about here would make sense for one. I guess it's not a bad spot. Let's drop it like right there. Let's throw in just a little bit of landscaping here. Yeah, this is definitely gonna need another stream, isn't it? We're definitely basically out of time already on this one. Well, maybe just a little bit farther here, and we'll say to be continued. Do I want that this way? Nah, what we're gonna do, just like a little area right here for our picnic table and shit. I'll cut down that tree. It's not a bad little spot for it anyway. Yeah, I'm just kind of starting to think about like picnic tables and shit like that as I'm going. How do I want to do that? See if that's enough area. We'll come back to it, but let me go into flight mode real quick and we can take a quick preview to see exactly what we came up with so far. So definitely got to throw a bunch of the tent campers and stuff like that over here. I might even bring this down a little bit farther. Maybe throw in some more over there. I need to come up with our outbuildings, or our dump stations and stuff like that. So, yeah, I'm out of here too, Niels. No worries, man. Pretty much caught everything. I think we did pretty good today. I mean, we got the got all the co-op done and everything. That's nice. And then the campsite. So, yeah, I guess maybe Monday we'll continue unless I get some mod progress going. So, let's plan on this. Probably more than likely. So, all right, guys, take it easy. Have a great weekend. See you Monday.